Seeking the peace of reason, shaping a peaceless season. Reason to keep believing, waking the peace to sleeping.
What's up? What's going on, everyone? Hi, this is APO Sports, and man, it has been a while since we've done some post game. But so this here, what we're gonna do here, this is not necessarily our post game coverage. More like just evaluating every offensive possession from the game that just happened between the Indiana Fever and the Minnesota Lynx. A little bit of a frustrating game. I mean, for me, anyways. The Fever started so well, but the consistency of the Lynx just comes after you, right? The Fever just haven't been able to build that consistency. They just continue to play their game, continue to play their game and their game, and if you don't stay up with them or keep up with them, then they're just gonna steamroll you, and that's exactly what they did. Let me lower this a little bit more. Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine, and it's obvious both on offense and defense. I really won't be talking too much about the Lynx throughout this evaluation. This is just to evaluate the Fever. I do think that the Fever are in desperate need of some offensive consistency, some offense in general, right? Like some sort of play calling. It continues to be frustrating for me, especially to see how the team continues to utilize Aaliyah Boston. Really, it just reminds me of the Fever remind me of 2012, 2013, 2014 Oklahoma City Thunder. And why do I say Oklahoma City Thunder? Well, it's not like the team has a Kevin Durant. Maybe they have a little bit of a Westbrook and Mitchell, but although Mitchell is a better scorer, just in volume shooting, but there's no KD. But there's a Kendrick Perkins, right? And I feel like Aaliyah Boston is being utilized like a Kendrick Perkins in Oklahoma City or in Boston or all these other teams where the Fever really have an offensive Nikola Jokic. So imagine Nikola Jokic being utilized as a Kendrick Perkins. And that's frustrating to me because I just feel like Aaliyah Boston's development is being halted. It's just not being taken advantage of. And that's extremely frustrating for me to watch, and I just can't believe what I'm seeing, right? She gets treated sometimes like the third or fourth best player in the team. Sometimes there's some plays that I see that she gets completely ignored. Was she off? Yeah, but I mean, if you see, she has limited opportunities. It's not until the fourth quarter where some Aaliyah Boston movement or action starts to take place. Throughout first and third quarter, she's essentially non-existent, and to me, that's criminal. It's just an absolute crime, and it happens often. Let me bring up the game because, like I said, we're gonna break this down fully and completely. Oh, bring it up on League Pass, but that's just my major complaint. And to see, maybe at the beginning of the season, I was like, all right, this is just until they start to figure this thing out, but it's not. It really is a problem that they haven't been able to figure out, and they're cool with it. They're just cool with
Beware, you're about to turn.
They're okay with utilizing Boston in that way, and like I said, not cool. But let's see. I mean, the Fever started good. I mean, we're about to get into all the offensive stuff. They started fine, of course. Second half already started to see, the Lynx essentially tied up a game that should have been double digits going into halftime, but it wasn't. It was essentially tied. And then third quarter, in the third quarter, the Lynx just took the lead and never relinquished. The Fever kind of got close a little bit uh in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't enough. Um but yeah, let's get started. I mean, the game started amazing. Oh, Lexi Hole too. I forgot to mention. It was a Lexi Hole game. I never seen her shoot with so much confidence, being so involved on the offense as much as she was. So that was a really cool game by her. Okay, let's see. Let's go over here. So here's what we have. So we have a newcomer. Let me go. We have a newcomer in Petty. So this is the first time that I think I saw her on the court. I'm not sure if she had been there. I know we signed her recently, but I don't think she was on the court before. So we had to shuffle some things around. So I didn't really know much about Petty. So I'm glad that I watched the game before I assigned any roles. I was thinking maybe she's a pawn, but she showed pretty fast that she's a knight. So she can play as a knight for sure. So that's the role that I've given her. So the knight, her actions are going to be worth 3 points. And that's just until now. Maybe I see more to upgrade. Right now, the only pawn in the Fever is Brianna Turner, only because she's so limited on the offensive end. But everybody else is above a pawn, so they don't have any more pawns. The other pawn that I had before she got injured was Sydney Colson. So both Sydney Colson and Brianna Turner are essentially pawns. The only pawns on the Fever, everyone else is mostly bishops and knights. And then 2 rooks, 2 queens, but without Caitlin Clark, we only have 1 queen. You might ask me, why is Kelsey Mitchell not a queen? Well, I think I've talked about this a little bit, and she's not a queen to me just purely based on decision making. I just think her decision making on offense could be a lot better. And I also think that Caitlin Clark and Leo Boston are both more talented and better decision makers. So that's why they're queens. Kelsey Mitchell could get there, but I haven't seen enough from her decision making to be a queen. And my philosophy is that every team only has either 1 or 2 queens, not 3. If a team has 3 queens, first off, that doesn't really work, or it shouldn't work. But there's some misalignment, and maybe that may be happening here with the Fever. Howard. So Mitchell is a rook. Howard is a rook, and rook 2, but I'm thinking about maybe demoting her a little bit. Again, her decision making is atrocious. Her offensive talent, it's okay, but decision making is bad. And we're gonna look at some of these plays that she made that kind of cost the Fever a little bit with her poor decision making. Oh man, this cup looks kind of white, looks kind of gross a little bit. But anyways, yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's look at this first play. So here they're running with Boston. So I mean, they're really running Boston, Lexi, and Howard. So that was a really good play. Lexi going to Howard there down low. So they were moving the basketball and everything fine at the beginning. So Lexi, who's a bishop, got 3. Howard is 5 because she's a rook, and then interior shot is 5, so that's 10 points. So this first position was good. It was good. Game scored 2-0 to the Fever. Yeah, this first quarter was lights out for the most part. What happened here? So it was bishop 2 finds rook 1 for made interior shot. So this was good. This was a really good start, and then I know that they were lights out from here on. So this was good. I'm gonna move this because they're about to, if I show too much, maybe there'll be some plays that I'll show, but I get rocked for copyright stuff. Not that I'm planning to make any money from here at all whatsoever, because I just don't have the numbers to get paid. But just to prevent copyright strikes. Okay, so the second possession, it was Sims finding Lexi Hall wide open for 3. So again, that just continued to make the game, what was it at this point? 5-0, yeah. So Lexi got 12 points, Sims got 3. This was a great possession. 5-0 Fever. So far, so good. Nothing wrong. Everything beautiful. This is not where, tragedy strikes at all whatsoever. Let's look at the next offensive possession. So playing with Boston at the top of the key. This was an amazing pass by Aaliyah Boston. I can't credit her with it, but because I don't think it was an assist, but that was an amazing pass. Here, let's show it. This pass right here by Aaliyah to Lexi. Oh, man. And again, this is what I think. That's what I think they should be doing a lot more of. Is just continue to play through Boston, continue to have players cut, so that she can do that backdoor pass. I mean, she's amazing at finding the right play and finding their open player, but they just don't do that enough, and that's a problem. But here, Lexi scored the interior shot, so that was 8 points. I don't know if she makes. Let me see if she makes the free throw. Can't remember if she made the free throw. Yep, she made the free throw, so this was 9 points for Lexi. I kind of want to give that credit to Boston, but I don't think so. I think she was dribbling too much already. 7-8-2 for her to get credited, but regardless, there we go. I mean, oh, I didn't do this one. So Knight, Sims is Knight 2, find Bishop 2 for made 3-point shot, and then this one, Bishop 2 makes interior shot plus the foul. Made free throw, that's +1. Oops. So that's what we have. 3 possessions, all good. You right? You have a good possession and then a great one and a good one. So we're starting pretty good. A lot of it is just shot making, right? I mean, if you're making shot like that shot from Lexi, both of those shots from Lexi, they're not shots that she typically makes like consistently. So, okay, so we got here Howard to Mitchell, Mitchell to Howard, and again, I mean, these shots that Howard takes sometimes. So I'm giving credit to Mitchell because she found Howard, but the shot that she took was absolutely terrible. So this is a marginal possession. This is where you start to see some of the impact that some of the players are having on the team. So 8-4, Mitchell 5, Howard 0. Rook 1, find Rook 2 for missed bad interior shot. It's just a bad shot down in the paint. Number one, she's well guarded, and then she just throws a prayer, right, that she has really no chance of making, or very low chance of making. That's just a bad. It's just a bad shot. So I don't like it. Again, it just goes to Howard's decision making, which I don't like it. but I know I'm alone in that a little bit. So we'll see. That was the 4th possession. We'll go to the 5th possession. Sims bringing it down. Leo Boston just completely threw that away. I mean, the thought was good. Sims was cut into the basket. Boston just essentially overthrew the basketball, but it's a dead ball turnover, which isn't that costly, and especially coming from a queen, you want the queen to look for opportunities on the offensive side. But it was a minus. It was a -1. It was the first bad possession of the game, and at this point, the game was already 8-6. So, queen 2 commits dead ball turnover. So that's what we have on this one. Let's keep going. Okay, next possession, we got Kelsey driving to the basket, and she just missed that layup, and then Aaliyah got the offensive rebound. I think she made one shot. So this is neutral, 9-6. She made one of the free throws, I believe. Shooting foul on queen 2. Made one free throw, so it's 1. Yep. So I mean, they're looking for something. That I think that was probably the only offensive rebound of the game, because they were struggling like crazy to get not only offensive rebounds, but they were even struggling to get defensive rebounds. Okay, so we got Kelsey at the top of the key to Lexi, who just shot. Is that assist for Kel? Yeah, I think that's an assist for Kelsey Mitchell. Again, Lexi was unconscious to start the game. So another 12 points for Lexi, and this is a great possession. Game score here was 12-6. Assist by Kelsey. 3-point shot by, assist by, Kelsey Mitchell. 3 by Lexi. So Rook 1 finds Bishop 2. 4 made. 3-point shot. And it was a good shot. I mean, that's a shot Lexi can take anytime. You wouldn't consider it a bad shot, so that was fine. Next, okay, so next we have, actually on a fast break, that nice pass by Sims to Aaliyah Boston. Perfect. I mean, this first quarter, they were really cooking. I'm not really sure what happened later, but Sims was moving the basketball really good. Boston 14. And again, 14, 9 points because it's Aaliyah Boston taking the action. And then 5 points is the made interior shot, which was a really good attempt. So it was a good decision. So that's where the 14 points come from. And 17, another great possession. And at this point, it was 14-8. Aaliyah and Sims. Really nice pass by Sims. I mean, here's the replay. I think they showed it as one of the assists, but this was really nice. Finding Aaliyah on the move. I like that play. So this was 9-2. Finds queen 2. And I'm reserving queen 1 for Kaylin Clark. I'm still of the hope that Kaylin Clark is coming back. So that's her spot. I'm not changing it. Yeah, finds queen 2 for a made interior shot on the fast break. So this is another, and we have the same players on the court. Okay. Let's see, next possession. So there was a foul. Okay, so here we go, Sims. And that was a good pass by Howard. I mean, she doesn't make those very often, so this is a rarity for sure. interior shot for Lexi, but it was a good play. You know, she had the ball kind of near the 3-point line on the angle. Lexi just backdoor, cuts to the basket, backdoor pass, 2-point shot. It's really nice. I mean, again, first quarter, we're doing fine. I didn't see any issues. Here is Rook 2 finds Bishop 2 for made interior shot on a backdoor. That's was good. I was, you know, again, I'm kind of critical on Howard, but that was good. And then Shepard, man, Shepard was just straight destroying, and I'm not sure why Howard was on Shepard, but she was cooking her. Because I think Boston was on Smith, but man, and Shepard, I mean, that triple-double as well. Okay, so Sims to Kelsey Mitchell, and then Dejanay Carrington fell to the ground, but she just missed that shot because Kelsey was pretty much wide open that time, but that's 2 because it's 5 minus 3 for missing the shot. And then who found her? Sims found her. Marginal. Game score here is 16-10. But it's not, I mean, this is a good possession, even though, you know, it's marginal, whatever. This is fine. You can live with this. This is okay. Knight 2 finds Rook 1. Kelsey just missed a shot. Or missed 3-point shot. I'm not mad at this one at all. And that's the thing, like, if you can find possessions, offensive possessions that you're not mad at, then you're good. I think the Lynx, you know, Minnesota, is going to be really, really hard for, you know, the coach, Gerald Reeve, to find possessions that she's mad at, right? Because Minnesota is just so freaking good on offense. They make really good decisions, and that's what the Fever has not been able to find. Okay, so that's possession 10 where we're at. Still in the first quarter. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first. Sims handoff to Boston, and here something happened in the handoff to Mitchell. I'm trying to see what happened there. Like, who dropped it? Was it Boston? I don't know. Turnover is Boston, but it was a live ball turnover. But I think that was more Mitchell than Boston. But I'm gonna charge it to Boston. Because the handoff kind of happened there, but it was just dropped. I mean, you're expecting the pass, so how did you drop it? But I'm charging Boston regardless. I don't know who on the official box score was charged with that turnover, but it is what it is. Queen 2 commits live ball turnover, but it didn't turn into points, which is fine. That it didn't end up into point. So yeah, 16-3 minus 3. We already covered all that. Okay. And then some offensive foul. Yeah, offensive foul happened by Minnesota, so that was fun. It wasn't too costly. So back to Aaliyah Boston. Handoff to Mitchell, who takes a 3 and hits the 3. That's the crazy thing with Mitchell, right? Like, sometimes you're like, no, yes, and she would hit it. So this is 5 and 9. This is 14 and 9. So here's a outstanding possession. She was wide open there. So Mitchell has to take that. This is what, 19-13. And again, the Minnesota just kept lurking. No matter how much, you know, the Fever were lights out. They were unconscious from everywhere. And Minnesota just continue hanging out. But, yeah, first outstanding possession of the game. 23 points. Queen 2. Oops. queen 2 finds rook 1 for mate, 3-point shot. Okay. Okay, so Lexi to Mitchell, who found Patty on the corner. I actually really liked that one there. Let me see. This one, Sims is not in the game. And Howard was not in the game. So it was Patty and Turd. On that possession, and then here 12 points for Patty and 5 points for Mitchell. This was a great possession. Score at this point was 22-13 Fever. Okay. Okay, next possession. Petty brings down the basketball to Aliyah. I love those plays with Aliyah at the beginning of the season, and the Fever went away from that, but they were doing that a lot in the first quarter. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Here's Kelsey coming down. That wasn't the best decision, so that shot I didn't like it. So Kelsey Mitchell, I'll give it a 0. This was a bad one. 22-15. The problem that I have with these penetrations by Kelsey Mitchell is that there's something better out there. And how much time was on the clock? Well, 5 seconds. But it says against 3 Minnesota Lynx defenders. I just don't like it. Rook 1 misses. Bad interior shot. It's just bad. Now, yes, she has to create, but not against 3 Lynx people. And the Lynx people are tall as hell. Like, it's not like you're going to against 3 mediocre defenders, you know? You're going against 3 monsters. Oops. Okay. So, okay, Boston back at the top of the key. Whoa. Mitchell for 3 again. Is that an assist by Boston? Yeah, that's an assist by Boston. So another outstanding possession. So Boston 9. Mitchell 14. Those two just have to continue to play together as much as possible, but I just don't see it. I don't see it happening as much as it should be happening. 25-18 at this point. This was a great possession. What is this? Queen 2 finds rook 1 for mate, 3-point shot. Okay. Okay, so Kelsey Mitchell comes down with the basketball. Goes back to Patty. Patty back to Mitchell. Yeah, they were playing off each other a lot. She goes inside, but again, she goes back inside against 1, 2, 3, 4 Lynx defenders. She almost made the layup, ended up getting fouled, and to me, bailed out by the refs. But hey, it worked. She went to the free throw line. Shooting foul. Oh, shooting foul on rook 2. I mean, rook 1. Made both free throws. +2. But again, just kind of going against too many defenders down there. And when it works, it's okay, but when it doesn't, it's costly. Here, let's see who got subbed out. Boston. And who came in? Dantas. Okay, so we have Mitchell, Lexi, Dantas, Petty, and Turner on the floor. Okay, so we got Petty at the top of the key. Oh, almost. Yep, no, threw it away. Yep, Petty threw it away. At least it's a dead ball turnover. But can't do that against the Lynx. Uh, 26-20 at this point. Knight 4 commits dead ball turnover. At least it went out of bounds. Okay, we're almost nearing the end of the first quarter. Petty to Mitchell to Lexi. She missed that shot. But it was a nice find by Kelsey for sure. So 5 and 0. Good shot. Oops, not here. Zero marginal. 26-20. Lexi 0. Rook 1 finds bishop 2 for missed 3-point shot. What is it? This one? Yeah. Okay, let me. This. Oops. Okay, missed it, and then Minnesota scores on the other end. And then here, Kelsey loses the ball, but then Lexi somehow recovers. They give her a turnover, I think, because he reset the shot clock. But I'm not going to charge the turnover fee. It really didn't lose the possession. So here they're just waiting until the last shot of the quarter. Kelsey driving, and she was fouled. Interesting. I think she makes both. Or maybe not. I think she makes one. 27, 22. 1. Yeah. On group 1. Made 1 free throw. +1. All right, and that ended the first quarter. Oops, what am I doing? Remove. End of first quarter. Start of second quarter. And again, for as good as the quarter was okay. Offensively, it could have been better, but it was okay. It was fine. It was fine. Now who's on the court? Sims is on the court. Dantas, Turner, Lexi still. No Mitchell. So Lexi, Sims, Petty, Howard. Howard, Lexi, Turner. Who do I have? That's an extra. It's Dantas, Lexi, Howard. I see Turner. Oh, no. There's no Howard. Oops. Man, so you got one bishop, one knight, or two knights, or three knights. One bishop, three knights, and a pawn. This can't be good. Okay, so 27-24. Again, Minnesota just hanging out. That was Sims 2, Dantas. Sims 3, Dantas 12. Dantas for 3, great possession. 30-24. Knight 2. Find knight 1 for made 3-point shot. That was not bad. Yeah, that was all right. This possession here to start the second quarter. It's just shot making by Dantas, but to me, every Dantas shot is a good shot because she can score. Okay, Sims bringing it down to Petty, who goes to Lexi. And Lexi just shot it. Lexi just dribble and off the dribble 3-point shot, which we don't see very often, right? I almost can say that's not a good shot, but hey, if she can make him 33-24. So again, a little bit more of separation at this point, but Bishop 2 makes 3-point shot off the dribble. I have to say off the dribble because that doesn't happen every day. Oops, that's not that. Okay. All right, then Turner coming down, finding Petty from the corner for 3. I mean, Turner has been doing a really good job finding people whenever she's coming in. So that has been good. Good possession. 36-24. Pawn 1 finds knight 4. I mean, we're going deep into the bench here for make 3-point shot. So at this point, yeah, 36-24. Bench is going crazy. Everybody's going nuts. Everybody's going wild. But Kayla McBride was crazy on the other end as well. So, okay, Dantas gives to Sims. Dantas with the screen to Lexi in the corner. That was a really good pass by Sims, but Lexi couldn't convert. So 3-0. Marginal possession. Game score here 36-27 because they couldn't create that much separation from Minnesota. Oops. This is a good one. This was who found Sims, so knight 2 finds bishop 2 or missed 3-point shot. It seems, I mean, from what we can see here, Sims hasn't taken, I don't think she's taken a shot yet here, but she was distributing, she was finding people, so she was doing really good, at least to start the game. And I think I heard that she's out with injury, and they're about to get a injury report on her. That's crazy. I mean, players just keep dropping like flies for the Fever. That's just not good at all. Okay, so next possession, now 36-30. Sims with the basketball. We still have the same 5 that started. Sims again finding Lexi for 2. So Sims was doing really good with Lexi, of course, with her shot making. This was an interior shot, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, interior shot. This was whenever she made this, whenever Lexi made this, I was like, that's a Kawhi Leonard type shot. It reminded me of Kawhi Leonard. The little fadeaway close to the basket. 38-30. 9-2 finds Bishop 2 for made interior shot. Kawhi-esque. Mark that. Give that to Lexi. Okay. Okay, 38-30. Turner finding Petty again. See, and Turner finding people too. So Turner with 1, Petty 12. That combination, I didn't even know that that Turner assisted on 2 of Petty's shots. I just realized that now. Good. 41-30. Here's where the bench was going crazy. Caitlin Clark was making me laugh and shit on the bench. Pawn 1 finds knight 4 again. This was, I just typed this not too long ago. Knight 4 for made 3-point shot. They were rocking here, you know. It almost seemed like, hey, maybe they can win this. But what happened? We're about to find out what happened, at least on the offensive side. What went wrong? Okay, then who came back in for the Fever at this point? Okay, so we had, and for this being the team, this is the crazy thing, right? This being the team on the floor, we're talking about Lexi, Dantas, Sims, Petty, and Turner. These 5. Look at the possession results. Those are amazing possession results for having who you had offensively on the basketball court. But now we have Boston came back. She might, I'm not sure if she plays the rest of the Mitchell came back. Howard came back. Let's pay attention to that. Turner's still in. I'm not sure for how much longer, but I didn't like that. I didn't like the Boston, Howard, Turner, the 3 of them playing together on the basketball court. Lexi with a breather. Petty with a breather. Dantas is out as well. So we have Sims. This is who we have on the court right now. Boston, Mitchell, Howard, Simpson, Turner. I don't know about that. Michaela McBride was fouled for 3. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Sims coming down with the basketball. To Aaliyah. To Howard, Sims. Shot clock, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Sims to Howard. I mean, I'm not a fan of that floater by Howard. I'm really not. But I'll give her that it was a good shot, but a good missed shot. So this is marginal. Game score here is 41-33. So it's a missed interior shot for Howard, so that's 2 points only. Knight 2 finds rook 2 for missed interior shot. I could give it a bad shot, but it was fine. It was fine overall. I just don't like that shot when she takes those shots. Okay. And here we go. Yeah, Sims went coast to coast. That was a good play. 8 points. Sims coast to coast. 43-33. It's good. Knight 2 makes driving layup off the fast break. It's good. Okay. All right, Leo Boston top of the key, but here, man, Minnesota, it's just staying there. Again, going away from Boston, I just don't like that. Now Boston is all the way away from the play, and they're creating with Howard. That's just terrible offensive setup, and that's definitely a bad shot by Howard. It's some weird hook that didn't even touch, that it wasn't even close to the rim. So that's a 0 for sure. Wasn't moving the basketball, nothing. What I found out is that, you know, when the Fever have good ball movement, when it reaches Howard, it just goes to die right there. 43-36, Howard 0. Two misses, bad interior shot. Just why was it bad interior shot? Just wild shot in the paint. Didn't even touch rim. Wasn't even close to touching rim. Okay, so Boston to Kelsey, and I think Kelsey here finds Howard wide open for an interior shot. But that was all Kelsey. Great possession, 45-36. 15 points. Rook 1 finds rook 2 for made interior. Okay. Next one. Man, Shepard was straight killing us. Okay, so Boston finds Mitchell, but misses that interior. That's a floater that really should have went in, because Boston found her wide open down there. But that's 2. Yes, it was a good. I mean, it was a good take. It was a good decision to take that shot. It just didn't go in. So even that is considered a good possession because it was. Just shot didn't go in. 45-37 is the game score. Queen 2 finds, and we haven't had a lot of Aaliyah Boston action, which is, I don't know. Finds rook 1 for missed here shot. But excellent find by Boston. Yeah, I mean, playing with her a little bit over here. But okay, so Boston to Mitchell. That should have been a foul, but for whatever reason it wasn't called, but it's called now. There was a shot that Mitchell, I think she went to pass, and they gave her a shooting foul, which benefited the Fever, of course, but I was kind of curious about that one. So 47, 39. She makes both. We foul on group 1. Made both free throws. 2. Okay. Okay, so here's Boston's coming down. I think she's about to, again, nobody finds her, so Boston just has to essentially find her own shot. Mitchell Lexi just threw a wild shot, and she shouldn't have taken that, so there was plenty of time on the shot clock. That's actually a bad shot by Lexi. And when she's back on the court, when did she come back? Let's see, she come back here? Oh man, Lexi's been on the court for a while. Let's see. Since when has Lexi been on the court? Oh, she's not in there. Now she's in. So Lexi's in since this play. And then who's out? Sims is in. Oh, Turner is out. I think this team will be on the floor for a while. Mitchell free throws, and then Lexi with that. Yeah, Lexi had a bad shot here, so she gets 3, but a bad shot, that's -5, so -2. 47, 41. Bishop 2 misses, bad interior shot. Off balance turn around shot with 11 seconds on the shot. That's a bad shot. Regardless how we try to put it, that's a bad shot. Okay, seems coming down. And I mean, it was a good attempt, but 3 0. 47, 41. Knight 2 misses interior shot. See, things are just not going too well here anymore. And we're gonna see something good. There's a trend here we're gonna see. And we're gonna study that. I'm gonna do a separate video tomorrow, kind of studying this whole entire thing. Okay, so Boston, top of the key, handoff to Sims, who launches and misses the 3. Boston 9, Sims 0. Still a good possession because Aaliyah Boston is creating. See, most of the points is because of Boston's creation. Queen 2, find knight 2 for missed 3. Oh. Okay. Okay, Petty's in for Sims, I assume. It's out. Petty's in. And then Howard is out. Turner is in. I've been preferring Turner to Howard lately. Mitchell. So let's see. Petty, did she assist Mitchell? Yep. Petty did indeed assist Mitchell there on that 3-point shot. Oh shit, why am I doing it all the way down there? 3-14. Great possession. 50-46, so already 50-46 in this game. Minnesota, quietly, right? You barely really see. They just keep coming at you. Knight 4 finds rook 1 for made 3-point shot. And Kelsey was hitting it. Okay, Elio Boston coming down. To Petty. Screen. And then Petty does not find Boston. Throws it away to McBride. And it results in point and the foul. So Petty, this is -10. Horrendous possession. Our first horrendous possession of the basketball game. I believe this was 50-48. Yeah, knight 4 commits. Life ball turnover, which leads to Lynx basket. That's what it is, right? Let's see. Turnovers by a knight is -5. A light ball turnover by a knight is -5. And an additional -5 if it results in turnovers. So, yeah, that's -10. Okay. Okay, so Kelsey Mitchell again, not moving the basketball at all. This was all her. That to me is really bad. Oh, well, they kept with Indiana, but that's bad. Like, you're bringing down the basketball. You don't move the basketball at all whatsoever. It's early in the shot clock, and you just take a wild inside shot. I don't like those possessions. Petty found Lexi for a mid-range shot, I think. Yeah, that's a mid-range shot, which is 3 points, right? Made mid-range 3, and then that's 6. Petty 3, Lexi 6. Good. 52-50. Things are getting pretty bad. Wait, knight 4 finds bishop 2 for mid-range. Okay. And this is gonna be the last shot. I think the Fever don't convert here, but the last shot of the half. Kelsey penetrating wildly. Misses. I just don't like that shot by Kelsey. So 0. Bad. 52, 50. Again, it's just having the basketball and taking it yourself. No ball movement. That's a problem when you don't involve anyone else. Like, that doesn't happen for Minnesota. You know, they move the ball, find the open person. That's not consistent with the Fever. And it hurts, you know. Stroke 1. Misses. Bad interior shot. And that. It's just bad. Okay. This ends the half. Remove rule. Okay, halftime. Start of third quarter. Okay, I think who starts? Who starts it? I didn't really know when Sims was out and didn't come back. So let's see who starts this quarter. Oh, Sims came back. Sims, Howard. Okay. So Boston Mitchell. Lexi, of course. Sims. Not them two. Howard. Okay, this is who starts the third quarter. So let's see how it goes. This is where everything went south, where it's sideways. It's already 52-52. With that huge lead and how the Fever were playing. So Boston at the top of the key to Lexi, who's dribbling too much and took a mid-range, but missed that mid-range. And missing a mid-range is costly. Yeah, that's -5 for missing a mid-range shot. And she only has 3 points, so that's -2. Was that a setup by a... Nope, if she was just dribbling. I'm just like, maybe it was set up by Aliyah. There's no setup. That's just a bad possession to start the half. 252. Bishop 2. Misses mid-range shot. It's not good. Okay, let's see. Sims dribbling all the way down and made it. But, I mean, she was well contested, but I'll give it to her. 8 points for Sims. She's trying to create something. I just don't like the lack of ball movement at all whatsoever. 54-54. You know, when they don't move the ball, it's just, it creates bad habits. It takes the team off rhythm. It's just not good. Knight 2 makes interior shot. And yeah, it's good, but the possession could have been better. It is what it is. Okay, so we have Boston on the top of the key to Sims. And here's my complaint. The ball never goes back to Boston. It's Lexi missing. I mean, by Sims. It was a missed interior shot, which isn't bad. Set up by Sims, but again, I just don't like that the ball is not going back to Aliyah Boston. 54-56 trailing. Knight 2 finds Bishop 2 for a missed interior shot. Okay, seems to Boston, who comes down a little bit. She's gonna try to create, but and she made it. Yeah, she made an interior shot. I was like, what's happening here? I thought she was gonna force her way in, but she did a turnaround interior shot. Not bad. So that's 14 by Boston, but what I'm seeing is just, again, lack of ball movement. 56 at this point. Queen 2 makes interior shot. Let's see. And here, okay, so here we have Sims, who goes to Boston, but again, I don't know if Boston feels like she has to create. Was it an assist? No, she just drove to the basket and missed it. Okay, so it's 9 minus 3, 6. Oops. Guess it was Boston who missed, but that's a marginal. Trailing 56-58. Queen 2 misses. Shot. Or try misses. Driving. Interior shot. Just again, look at the. I mean, it took. I don't know. To start the third quarter, I'm not impressed with the offense. Okay, Sims. Foul. Mitchell driving. Kicks out to Turner. Oh, wait. When did Turner come in? Just now, I guess. Turner for Howard. I think Stephanie White was not playing around with Howard this game. Understandably so. I mean, you can see during those 1, 2, 3, 4, during those 5 possessions, she's not giving you much. And the ball is not moving. It moves with Turner. It just simply does not move with Howard. Okay, Mitchell. Okay, kick back to Turner. Turner. Yeah, Turner threw it away. I mean, I guess you can say the turnover is Sims, but no, it's not Sims. Sims tried to save it. It's a Turner turnover. Which for a pawn, even if it's a dead ball, that's -5. And the philosophy on that, why do I crucify pawns essentially? Why is Turner about to have a -5 for a dead ball where that same action is -1 for a queen? Well, when you're a pawn, you should not be coming in to commit turnovers. I mean, that's just what it is. Like, okay, don't add too much, but don't take away either. So that's a bad possession, -5 for Turner. And this is just her coming in. But again, I was just saying that she moves the basketball. At the very least, she tries to move the basketball. But pawn 1 commits dead ball. Actually, it wasn't dead ball. It's live ball turnover. Hang on, let me see this playthrough. Oh, okay, it didn't result. But this is -9 actually. Yeah, -9. So, oof. This is a horrendous possession. It's -9. Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize. Okay. Boston, top of the key. To Sims. Sims driving. I didn't like that drive. I know I just don't like that drive. Sims, here's 3 -5. That's -2. Bad possession. 5660. Knight 2 misses. Bad interior shot. Why is it a bad interior shot? Well, and plenty of time left on the clock. Like, I don't like it. Okay. Okay, so we got Petty now. Petty for... It's interesting, right after a bad shot or a bad play by Sims, she gets taken out. I mean, I don't know if that's by design, but Petty's in. So we have Boston, Mitchell. Lexi. Petty, Turner. Okay, we have Petty. Passes to Mitchell, mid-range shot, misses. But Lexi gets the offensive rebound and misses. Is that interior shot? Yeah, it's a mid-range shot. So Lex minus 2. Bad. 63, 56. So 56, 63. So things are getting this third quarter. Things are looking pretty bad already. I just don't understand. I mean, the clock had just reset, right? So why, the clock just reset. You have 24 seconds and she just takes that. I mean, I know it's a different story if she makes it, but result summary. Bishop 2 misses mid-range shot. And now, I mean, Minnesota is just piling on. So here comes Petty to Boston. There's a foul. Petty finds Kelsey with Aaliyah Boston creating excellent screens, right? But the assist goes to Petty. Mitchell with the 3. This is a great possession. 59-65. But yeah, this shot, it doesn't appear in the box score. It doesn't even appear here. But Aaliyah Boston with an excellent screen. I'll put it on the notes though. 94. Find Rook 1 for mate. Excellent screen by Queen 2. It doesn't add points. I just want to make sure that that's well documented as to how that 3-point shot actually happened, or that Kelsey Mitchell was wide open, but then Minnesota scores a 3 on the other end. Boston to Mitchell. She's driving. Drive is kind of, but Boston picks it up and scores. So good. 61. All right. And Queen 2 makes interior shot. Off an offensive rebound. I can't type for whatever reason. Okay, this is where we're at right now. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so Petty to Kelsey Mitchell, who finally plays with Boston. Boston's trying to get in, but she gets doubled. Kicks out to Petty. The ball will not go back to Boston, unfortunately. Petty gets fouled. Neutral. I don't know if she makes any of these. Misses the first one. Shooting foul on night 4. Somebody came out. Oh, she made one. Made one free throw. +1. Where's Petty? Petty's right here. Let's get that. $62.70. Who's on the court now? Timpson. So Boston is out. Timpson is in. First time I see Timpson. I don't know why Timpson and not Dantas. But Timpson, Turner, Mitchell, everything else is the same. It's just Boston that's out. Okay. Petty with the basketball, top of the key, pass, kind of dangerous pass to Kelsey Mitchell. Petty again, she's trying to find Kelsey, misses that mid-range shot, but Turner gets the rebound. Turner passes to Lexi, who made that 3. Again, Turner was finding people. That was good. She moves the basketball, she finds who's open. Excellent. 65-73. At this point, it didn't look that bad still. It looked like maybe the fever could recover, but on 1 finds Bishop. 2 for mate. 3 for shot. Okay, Petty. And then Minnesota goes back and scores a 3. Petty to Turner. Turner, okay, she's finding Mitchell, which is good. Double Mitchell. Back to Turner, back to Mitchell, who kind of finds an opening and scores. Yeah, she split the defenders. So it's 10. Good. 67-76. Rook 1. Oh, Rook 1 makes driving layup. Or interior shot. It was some sort of floating layup type thing. Okay, Timpson to Mitchell. Whoa. Yeah, that was a crazy shot by Kelsey. I mean, I'll count it as a good shot, but 1, 2, it's 2 defenders that she kind of went by. That shot sometimes gets her in trouble, but 69-78. The problem is they cannot stop Minnesota on the other end. Summary. Rook 1 makes driving layup through traffic. this was through traffic as well. I mean, I don't know. I'm cool with Mitchell doing that sometimes, but not Sims or Petty or none of these other people. And Minnesota scored again. I mean, they're just nonstop. Okay, Kelsey bringing the ball down. That shot is 17 seconds on the shot clock. She steps away and airballs it. 5. That's a 0 for Kelsey. Right, a bad shot. Missed 3, bad, -5. Yeah. 69-80. 1 misses, bad, 3. It's mostly bad. No ball movement taken early in the shot clock. Yeah, it's just bad. Okay. Oh wait, who's in? Sims for Petty, I think. Oh, and Howard for Turner. No, Howard for who the hell? Oh, for Timpson. Oh, this is where they say that Timpson was lost on defense. Let's see. Who's on the court? Turner still. I mean, Turner got a lot of playing time. Bunch of possessions in there. Lexi's still in there. Mitchell's still in there. And Howard just showed up. What is this? Okay, this is what we have right now. LC to Howard, and then Boston hasn't played. Oh, okay. Didn't play for a bit. Howard, yeah, it's a terrible turnover. And now that closes the quarter. I don't remember if Minnesota scores here or not. Nah, they don't. But it's a live ball turnover, which is -5 for Howard, coming in and immediately making an impact. What is it? 80-69 or 69-80. Broke 2, commits live ball turnover. Okay. And that ends the third. End of third quarter. Start of fourth quarter. Who's here to start the fourth? Sims, Turner. Howard. No Kelsey, I think. Yes, Boston. Right? Boston, Howard, Lexi, Turner, Sims. That's who we have to start the fourth. Okay, Sims has it. Lexi to Sims. Sims just kind of falls. Oh, maybe that's where she got injured. She kind of falls down. Turns it over. So Sims -3. Bad. 69.82. Knight 2 commits that ball turnover. It looks like maybe that's where she got hurt, because I heard she had got hurt or something. Okay, Lexi bringing it down. Lexi to Sims where there was a foul. Okay, Sims at the top of the key again. Finds Lexi. She kind of bobbles the ball to Aaliyah. Aaliyah makes a move to the basket. Passes to Howard, who thankfully gets fouled. And I think Howard makes both of those free throws, which, you know, it's not, doesn't happen very often. So 71.82, if I remember correctly. Maybe this is not where she makes them both, but I think so. Shooting foul on 2. Made, yeah, and she made them pretty good. And then I think she made a mid-range shot later. It was like, whoa, that does not happen very often. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Let's see, next possession for the Fever is Howard bringing it down, but that's typically bad news bears. Offensive foul on Howard. I mean, she's bringing it down fast. You don't want Howard doing that. So another turnover for Howard. See, in a matter of 1, 2, 3, 4 possessions, 2 costly turnovers, which you can't have. 71.82. 2 commit offensive foul, which is dead ball turnover. And that was a really bad one too. I mean, she pretty much ran into whatever that player was. Okay, Sims brings it down. Screen, Howard, Aaliyah, but Aaliyah goes away from the play. Lexi comes in, passes kind of to Aaliyah, but they steal the basketball. So Lexi commits a life ball turnover. Now the question is, did it result in points? And it did not. Thankfully for Lexi. Wait, -5? Was it a dead ball or a life ball turnover? Yeah, life ball turnover for Lexi. Bad. So far, this fourth quarter started bad. 71.82. Bishop 2. Commits. Life ball. And I mean, it was trying to look for Aaliyah, which I appreciate, but gotta do better getting those passes through. And here comes Mitchell. Yeah, Mitchell for who? Turner, seems like. Sims is still there. Lexi's still there. Mitchell just came back in. Howard still there for the time being. I know that she gets replaced here soon, Lexi and Sims. So this is the team on the court right now. Okay, Kelsey drives, kicks to Boston, but that's a turnover. And I'm going to charge that against Kelsey. I mean, that's just too much traffic. Yeah, that's just too much traffic. And again, just a string of turnovers. 71. 82. It was a live ball turnover, but it did not result in point. Group 1 commits live ball turnover. I mean, if it wasn't for this, maybe they can do something, but it's just too much. To start the fourth, you're already down by double digits, and you committing silly turnovers. Can't even get a shot up. It's just bad. And you know, now Minnesota's capitalizing on it. Okay, Howard to Mitchell, back to Howard. She moved it, which is interesting, to Sims, but Sims back to Howard. And I cannot believe that Howard made that shot. I was absolutely shocked when that happened. 8, guess it's the mid-range. Absolutely shocked. 73, 84. 9-2, finds rook 2 for made mid-range shot. Shocked. She doesn't typically make those. Okay. Petty now. Petty for Sims. I wonder what happened there. Wait, was Petty there before? No. Sims is out. Petty is in. I think this may be, with the exception of Howard, I think this is how this finished. Let's see. I think that's how it finishes. Okay, so Petty to Mitchell, back to Petty, who's wide open, and she was making shots all day from there, but not that time. Not that time, so she's 3, that's 0. Mitchell found her, that's 5, right? Mitchell found her? Yeah, it was Mitchell, and then, yeah, that was good. I mean, Mitchell was playmaking, which, to my surprise, like, I wasn't even sure she had it in her. But she was playmaking pretty, I mean, I was impressed. 84 with her playmaking this game. Group 1 finds 9-4 for missed 3-point shot. I was surprised. Hey, Mitchell coming down with the basketball in the next possession. And she kind of opens up and hits the 3. So, I mean, again, I don't love the lack of ball movement at all. But don't leave Kelsey Mitchell wide open for 3, right? I mean, pretty much don't do that. So, it was a good shot, but just don't like that they're not moving the basketball. 76. 87. Rook 1 makes 3. Gotta move the ball though. Here Howard's still in there. Betty's still in there. They were showing Nafisa Collier a lot there during that timeout. She was giving the hearts to the people. I was glad that she was not in this game, but she might be there in the next game. So, Okay, that whole review happened, and then we have Petty to Kelsey, who dishes to Aaliyah Boston and misses a mid-range shot. Oh, it's still Fever Ball. And I think they said they challenged it and it was still Fever Ball after the review, which I was surprised as well. Okay, Petty finds Lexi, who gives it back to Petty. Petty to Boston. Boston to Mitchell, who gives it to Howard and travels. Too many turnovers for Howard, if you ask me. But at least it was a dead ball turnover. 76-87. Number 2 commits dead ball turnover. Too many turnovers. Too many turnovers. But I think they might kick her out here. No, not yet. She's still in the game. I thought they were about to kick her out of the game. And they did. They brought. I thought they brought Turner, but they brought Dantas in. So Howard out. Dantas in. I know it was happening soon. Still in. Let's just give it because we know they're gonna be there for the rest of the game. There for the rest of the game. There for the rest of the game. Although I think Turner comes in at the very end. Okay, Petty bringing it down to Dantas to Mitchell. Top of the key. Boston comes in for the screen. Mitchell goes down and misses a bad layup. 15 seconds left. Well contested with a way taller defender. It's a bad shot by Mitchell. 76-89. I mean, when I mean bad shot, it's just a bad take, a bad decision, which is my main issue with Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, prolific scorer, amazing basketball player, poor decision maker for the most part. Rook 1 misses. Bad interior shot. Why is it bad? Well contested by taller defender with plenty of time left on the clock. That's kind of what I base it on. I base the the bad shots, and especially for a player like Mitchell, that you want to just say any shot that she takes is a good shot. But here, it's just poor decision making. Kate Petty bringing it down, steps back, top of the 3-point line, gives it to Kelsey Mitchell, and I mean Petty almost threw that ball away. Boston is posting, finds Dantas, who gets blocked down low. And then the inbound. Oh, and actually, Kelsey Mitchell finds Boston. I wasn't sure if that was assisted or not, but yeah, Kelsey Mitchell found Boston down low. Here's where Boston kind of starts the mini takeover. 78-89. 78-89. I like the Boston Mitchell action. They should do more of that. Rook 1 finds point 2 for made interior shot. And that she threaded the needle there too. Like, that was a difficult pass, at least to get it to Boston through all of that traffic. Okay, so Dantas gives it to Boston at mid-court, and I think Boston just decides to take that in herself down low, man, with a beautiful post move and score. Again, she took it. That just tells you Aaliyah Boston's handles are off the chart. 80-89, getting closer a little bit. Result summary: Queen 2 makes driving, spinning interior shot. Okay. Next possession, Boston gives to Mitchell, but Mitchell realizes, gives it back to Boston. Beautiful pass for another made basket. And set up by Mitchell, right? So you can see a trend. Like, look at those on all of those possessions. If you see that the Fever either had a bad, neutral, bad possessions, there was no Boston involvement. Look at the moment that Boston gets involved. Good things happen. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what to say, but if you ask me, Boston should be involved a lot more. Rook 1 finds Queen 2 for made interior shot. That's my legal opinion. I'm not an attorney, but if I was an attorney, that would be my legal advice. Give the ball to Aaliyah Boston. Good things will happen. Kind of like automatic. Don't even have to worry about it, do much. Okay, so Kelsey Mitchell to Petty. Petty to Lexi. Lexi finally finds Aaliyah Boston down low and scores. Figure that. Boston again. Another great possession. 84. They were getting close. 84, 89. Should have found Boston a little bit earlier. Result summary. Bishop 2 finds Queen 2 for a made interior shot. Feel like I've been typing this the whole time. Oh wait, this is... Feel like I just been typing that the whole entire time. Because it is true. Okay, a minute 30, but then then Minnesota scored, which kind of deflated the team. But here's Mitchell. I think she tries to find Boston again. Oh no, she scored by herself. Yeah, she just scored. Mitchell, this is 10. Good possession. 86, 91. Rook 1 makes driving layup. I mean, this is really similar to what's happening here right now. It's very similar to what happened in the fourth quarter and overtime. No, mostly fourth quarter of the last game against Connecticut. It was, Boston involvement. I just don't know why they wait till the fourth quarter to do that. Okay, Aaliyah Boston bringing down the basketball. Less than a minute left. 7-point lead or deficit, depending on... Here would be deficit for us. Kinda. Petty forced that basket to Boston. It was just a bad pass. And I gotta wait because that's a life ball turnover for Petty. So she's about to get rocked here. Because I think Minnesota scores on a crazy basket by Carlton with time running out, which was the dagger of the game, really. Oh, it wasn't. Nah, they just killed a bunch of time. Never mind. So this was just -5 on Petty. Which was a bad possession. Yeah, 80-40. Oh, 84-89. $86. 93. What did it happen? Oh. Whoa. What was the game score there? 80, 89. 82, 89. 84, 89. And then 86, 91. Yep. Okay. Back on track. 94 commits life ball turnover. And that was a killer. I mean, were they gonna win if they did that? Probably not. But that was a killer because if they had scored and down by 5 instead of 7, and then they get the ball back, I don't know, something could have happened. So this was a pretty bad turnover here. Yes, and it killed all this momentum that the Fever had been building. Not putting on Petty, it's her first game with the team, but okay, Lexi inbounding to Aaliyah, but then she stepped away from the basket. Pass to Lexi, who missed the 3. But Dantas recovered, and back to Lexi. So Dantas 3, Lexi 8. 88-93. What was it? Knight 1 finds bishop 2 for main interior shot. And Lexi closed out the game with a decent game. What happened? Oh, timeout. Did they put Dantas? Yeah, they put Dantas back in. Petty inbounds to Kelsey Mitchell, who drives to the basket and makes it. So 10. 90-95. Rook 1 makes drive and layup. And there's one more possession this game. Oh wait, I didn't show the last one. Did they kill it before it ended? They killed the broadcast before the game ended, or what? Oh, they just let it go, I guess. Oh, they just let it go. Never mind. Time just expired. Okay, so this was the last possession. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Oh shit, what is this? That's how it ended. Not quite gonna go over this now, so I just like to do the live to do the evaluation and stuff like that. Tomorrow I'll do a separate video kind of going over everything. What's this? 22. Going over everything. Yeah, there's a lack of Boston involvement for sure that I'm not a fan of, but it is what it is. Lexi had an incredible game for being a bishop. This is a high scoring bishop. Howard, not a good game. Dantas did okay, you know, for the amount of minutes that she gets being a knight. That's not bad. Sims had a pretty decent game, and Petty had a decent game too for a knight score. But we'll evaluate this more in depth tomorrow. But again, it's just doing the analysis stuff, and you can kind of see where things went wrong. I mean, end of second quarter was bad. The entire third quarter seems like it was really bad, and then the fourth quarter, until they finally started going to Boston, it was bad. So that's the game. That's how you lose in the WNBA and things like that. I mean, in professional basketball, that's just how you lose. But I appreciate those who kind of watched and stuck around, or watched for a little bit, or watched for a lot. I'll be doing this a little bit more. Hopefully, you know, the system is a little bit better to understand as we continue to do it on a regular basis. And if you want to help evaluating games, let me know. There's oh man, I didn't even put the site. But here, if you go to www.chessboardbasketball.com, there's an application to be an evaluator. It's just a few questions to ask and stuff like that, and then we'll chat and see how we can make that happen. But yeah, that's it for the live. Appreciate y'all, whoever watched and everything like that. Y'all have a good night.